Hello everyone, welcome back to the Poke Patch video. Today, I have made up a star power for every single brawler in the game. I'm going to be going over that list, and I'll probably be doing a video just the same as this, except with gadgets. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. Shelly's star power that I've made up is for the 3 seconds after supering, Shelly will have a 20% damage boost. This helps Shelly all the time. Think about it, you super and you miss half of the shells and you're out of ammo. You need more damage. There you go. Nita's bear has more range. This helps Bruce a ton. Bruce always struggles when he just needs more range. He's like, oh yeah, Bruce, go finish off the kill. Oh wait, Bruce, you have to be right next to someone to hit them. So Bruce grows his paw super big and can just, have bigger range. Colt is if he hits his entire shot, all 6 bullets. The brawler that got hit by all 6 bullets will be slowed for 1 second. This can help him land another entire shot, and it's hard to hit your entire shot in the first place. But when you do, it can be very rewarding in general, and with the star power, it makes it even more rewarding. Bull's is he charges 100% faster during super. Lots of times Bull needs to charge away, but he can't because because they just kill him right when he starts charging. So this not only will help him charge faster, people will not expect it, and it will help him out a ton. Jessie's is after after one of her shock orbs bounces, it will still have the same range as it normally would. Jessie's orbs barely ever hit after bouncing unless the brawlers are super clumped together. This helps with that problem. They will then have the same bounce. Brock's is during shooting his super missiles, he will be invincible to damage. Couldn't remember it for a second, but now I do. It's pretty good, considering lots of times when you shoot your super in one place, even if you move around, it's still going to be going in that same place. So if it misses, you're kind of stuck, and it takes 2.5 seconds to fire, or 2 seconds. In Brawl Stars, that's a lot of time for somebody just to kill you. So, he's invincible while he does that. Even if he does lock onto a target, that can help him a lot. Dynamite's is his super doubles the knockback, 100% more knockback. That may be nerfed, and I think it would be totally reasonable to maybe do 50% more knockback. This helps Dynamite a lot. Dynamite, oftentimes, some brawler sneaks up on him. If he has the reaction time, he can throw a super down, and they can get blasted far away. If he's Dyna Jump, he'll jump far away in the opposite direction, hopefully. Not in the same direction, that would be sad. But you give him more knockback, you have a better chance of escaping, and I play Dynamite all the time, and that's one way I struggle, so this helps him. Bo's is his arrows move 20% faster. All these numbers could be changed, the percentages and the numbers in general. This will help him, though, probably a lot. His arrows move slow. There's time to dodge them, and he needs help with that, so help him. Tick's is his head moves 25% faster. The reason I picked this one is just because it's hard to think of one for Tick. Tick doesn't have many star power ideas. Sorry, Tick. He just doesn't. So, yeah, that's the sad part, but his head moves faster. Not that it needs that. It does move really fast. This is the one that's least likely to make it into the game. I mean, I'd be crazy happy if one did, and, chances are 0 of them are. Very good chances that 0 of them are. But that's Tick's. It's not amazing. 8-Bit's is his turret heals 100 health for every bullet that 8-Bit hits. So, I got confused by my own words when I said that the first time I was thinking of it. It's every bullet you hit, if your turret is currently out, it will heal your turret for 100 health per bullet. So if you hit all 6, there's 600 health on your turret. 8-Bit's turret gets on low health, and then it just gets finished off, and 8-Bit doesn't get much use out of his turret because it just dies too fast. So, there's some help, 8-Bit. If you got into the game, it's probably not. It would be helpful. Ems, this is another hard one to think of. Ems it's hard to think of things for Ems. They're basically thought of the only 2 star power ideas already. So, besides, the really boring ones. So this is not insanely boring. It's actually, different. It's Ems will stun a brawler for half of a second if all 3 ticks of an attack hits the brawler. It's pretty rare that this is going to happen, that you're just going to be able to hit all 3 ticks way too often, but you should be able to a lot of the time, so this helps out a bunch. Now, Barley. Barley has a 30% damage shield when he has no ammo left. This is a problem with Barley, but then I thought, wait a second. I made a pretty weird one for Jackie that you will see later. It should have gone to Jackie, because this would be a good one on Jackie if you think about it. Like, Jackie needs this. So, I'm going to say this is Barley's and Jackie's, and the other one could be, like, Jackie's or Barley's, the other one maybe. Because, 0 ammo, 30% damage shield. Jackie struggles with that problem. Barley doesn't as much. It was just hard for me to think of one, so I eventually thought of that. El Primo he does 20% more damage for 3 seconds after supering. I think his other star powers have a 3 second or maybe a 5 second. It would probably match those times, time that those last for. This one is pretty good. I like it, but it's kind of weird. But it would work. The next is Rosa's. 20%. She does 20% more damage while in grass. Rosa needs this. Rosa's meant for grass. This just fits Rosa's purpose. Being grass. They made a star power for that. They made a gadget that makes grass. Yeah, give her some more stuff for grass. Sure. So 20% more damage while in grass. Poco's is he does 15%. If he hits his teammates with his attack, he buffs their damage for 15% for 1.5 seconds. It's not a long time. If you keep hitting them, it'll help them. It might need to be a little bit longer, or not 15%, like 20%. It doesn't fit Poco's character perfectly, but Poco is also just meant to, help your teammates out. So this does that, and it's hard to think of another healing thing for Poco, and I don't think he needs that, honestly. Next is Penny. Whenever Penny hits a cannonball, she reloads 1 ammo instantly. Penny needs this. Penny needs more ammo. Penny, lots of times, doesn't have enough ammo to kill someone. There you go, Penny. Whenever you hit a cannonball, you get an ammo. It might be nerfed. I don't know. Jackie's. This is Jackie's. It'd be a lot better if it was the Barley one. Whenever Jackie hits an attack, she gets a 1% damage shield. This can stack up to 40 times. It's really overpowered, but it's cool, and I like it. It took me a while to think of this, but it's like, if you hit someone with your attack, you then have a 1% damage shield. When you die, that shield resets when you respawn. But every time, and it can only stack up to 40%, But a 40% damage shield is pretty big for permanently. But you do have to build up by hitting your attacks. So, 1% damage shield, that sucks. But, over time, it could really pay off. So, I think it's pretty good. Daryl, he gets his super 25% faster just from the overtime reload. And just, Daryl getting his super by hitting people. So, that's Daryl's. Rico's, if his entire super misses, he instantly recharges half of his super. I miss my super a lot, so, this helps out kind of, because I'm a bad Rico, and help the bad Ricos. Carl makes it so that his super has a 50% bigger range. Carl also times his super, it makes him go pretty fast, but sometimes it can be hard to catch up to, for instance, a Max. That's just running away from you the whole time, so fix that problem. Who's next? Piper. If Piper lands on an enemy with her super, this happens a lot. You jump away from someone and you land on the bull in the bush. It disables, if you land on some enemy, their attack is disabled for 3 seconds. So, because, helps out Piper a lot. Jumps on enemies. It's just their attack. They can still move and do their super, which could do damage, but they can't do their normal attack at all. It's just disabled. I don't know if their super would be disabled too. That seems a little overpowered. They would have to nerf that 3 second time if it came out in the game. Frank's attack deals 500 more damage. It does 500 more damage. At close range, of course. That was a bad pun. Not pun, just like tricking you. But, yeah, because Frank's attack needs to do more damage. Not really, but at close range, he really struggles. Because he has a lot of health, but he can't really do anything about a Mortis or something as he's dashing around. So it makes it more rewarding when he actually does get a hit. Pam's healing turret will heal itself for 500 health every second. 500 health. 100 health. 500 health a second, that would be OP. It just helps because Pam's turret's out. Just the same problem with 8-bit. It gets destroyed really fast. So if it's just there by itself, and I think it would also have that 3 seconds of no one attacking, or it attacking, but it doesn't attack. But 3 seconds of not being attacked, it'll heal 100 health a second. Or just 100 health a second normally. BB's charge attack slows enemies for 1 second. It might need to be 1.5 seconds because it actually takes like half a second for them to be knocked back, and that would just, in that time, it's not going to do anything. So, yeah, because BB hits them with their charge attack, and lots of times that's a mistake that you hit them with their charge attack because now they got hit backwards and they have a chance to escape. So if they're slowed, you can run up to them and hit the rest of your shots. This is very fitting for the character, so. Supercell, talking to you. Bees is her super goes through walls. It's pretty crappy, but lots of times when you're a brawler in general, you're about to finish off a brawler, and then they just got to the other side of the wall if they can jump, or they, got away. So, attack your super through a wall. It's the finisher offer for B basically, and the slower. And sometimes you slow them, and then you have the chance to get around the wall. And, because, you can shoot it through the wall because you have the star power. It's not a very good star power, though, and it would need a buff. Nanny's third star power idea is Nanny's invisible while Peep is released. Peep is, Nanny's friend that runs around and hits people and kills them. If you didn't know who Peep was, just because you didn't ever hear the name. But this could help Nanny in a lot of ways, because Nanny's so vulnerable. I'm so happy they made that second star power, because Nanny always dies, I feel like, when Nanny when Nanny's Peep is got out. So this helps. This is one other way besides the second star power to help with Nanny, because it's the third star power. Mortis has 2 super wheels. This is absolutely OP and will be nerfed if released in game. Mortis, he has 2 supers, but he has to charge them up separately. They don't both charge up when he hits someone. But, a problem with Mortis is you run in, but you have to super first, so you charge more of your super up. The point of Mortis' super is finish people off at far range. But I always thought of it as help him heal during battle. So if he has 1 super charged up, he can still charge up the other and not be wasting any use and take out some tanks like that. So that could help him. That would help him a lot. It might help him a little bit too much though. Tara's super stuns enemies for 2 seconds. Pretty basic. Tara needs to have that because lots of times, like a Primo or something, just jumps away right after the Tara supers. Jean's super moves twice as fast. Not on the pullback, because you actually want that to take time, because they can't attack in that time, and you can. But the shooting out of the hand moves that much faster. That's needed, because, because Jean misses his super a lot, and it sucks. Max's max super lasts for 6 seconds. Very basic. Normally it lasts for 4, so there's 2 extra seconds to max the super. Mr. P's porters have 1,000 extra health. Tin Can only affects the actual base. This affects the porters. Sprout has, after the first bounce of Sprout's attack, the second bounce may also go over walls. This basically lets him have a bigger range, because if there's a wall, he has to walk up and then throw it over the wall. But now he can throw it, it'll bounce, and then go over the wall after bouncing, which can help a lot, or basically do nothing, depending on how you want to use it. Now we're on to the legendaries. Some of these are kind of sucky. Some of these are boring. they were all kind of fun to make. The first is Spike. Spike's, this one's kind of boring, but is really good. Spike's attack has 6 spikes. It will explode into 6 spikes. It will just hit people more often, and it's good. It might be a little too good. Same with Leon's. You'll see that later. After Crow. Crow's is his poison does 50 more damage. They might also nerf that and then make his attack, because Crow's poison works where the poison does the same damage as the attack as one knife over time. So they might want to make his knives do a little more damage to keep that, because right now, if this star power was a thing, that wouldn't happen. But his poison does 50 more damage. Leon's, this is way OP. Leon shoots 5 shurikens. I'm not going to say anything about this one because it's just OP. Leon does not need 5 shurikens. But that's my idea. Sandy's is, this one would be really good, and I think it might actually surprisingly be balanced. It may be a little bit overpowered, but I think it might actually be kind of good. It is, Sandy's super is invisible to enemies. They cannot see that big sandstorm. They will be able to see a brawler if they walk out like normal, but they won't be able to see the area that the brawlers are in. Of course, they see the Sandy throw down the star, and they know, yeah, that's where it is. But that's Sandy's. That's going to be the end of this video, though. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, join the patch, and I will see you next time.